This is question 16 from exercise 35.2 in Project Maths 1. All 80 members of a club voted to elect the president of the club. There were only two candidates, Anne and Brian. Anne beat Brian by 20 votes. So we got to let X be the number of votes Anne received and Y be the number of votes Brian received. And the first thing we have to do is we have to write down an equation in X and Y for the number of members in the club who voted. Well, X amount of people voted for Anne, Y voted for Brian, and all 80 members voted, which means that X plus Y is equal to 80. Alright, for part 2, we've got to write down an equation in X and Y for the difference between the number of votes Anne received and the number of votes Brian received. Well, Anne beat Brian by 20 votes. In other words, Anne got 20 more votes than Brian. So Anne's votes minus Brian's votes would be 20. So X minus Y equals 20. For part 3, we have to solve our two equations simultaneously. Thankfully, we don't have to make any modifications to these because we already have the same number in front of both the y's, which is 1, and different signs. One's plus and one's a minus. So we can draw a line under this, add everything down. So we're going to get 2x, because x plus x is 2x, y minus y is 0, and 80 plus 20 is 100. So 2x equals 100, which means x equals 100 over 2. So x is equal to 50. And then in order to get our value for y, we're going to put our value for x back into equation 1. So instead of x plus y equals 80, we're going to have 50 plus y equals 80. Which means that y is equal to 80 minus 50. So y is equal to 30. So those are our solutions to part 3. And then for part 4, we're asked how many members of the club voted for Anne. So if we check back again, X is the number of votes Anne received, which means 50 people voted for Anne. And that's that.